Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into a brand new explainer based on the excellent guide, Kara Mbuntu Kalimat Basif Masadini, which is all about how to form future passive sentences. If you've ever found yourself totally tangled up in English grammar, wondering when on earth to use will be versus is going to be, and just feeling bogged down by dry textbook jargon, well, you can relax right now. Today we're going to completely demystify this. We're going to make it visual, super logical, and honestly, a lot of fun. By the end of this explainer, you'll be constructing these sentences with absolute confidence, literally treating them like simple building blocks.
To keep things super simple, here's our game plan for today. We'll look at what the future passive actually is, the two main formulas, a simple four-step transformation process, when you'd actually use it in the real world, and finally, some golden rules you absolutely have to remember.
All right, let's jump straight into part one, understanding the future passive voice. Okay, let's dive right into this and get our logic down. Before we memorize any formulas, we really need to know why this even exists, right? Imagine a standard active sentence like, she will write the report. The focus there is entirely on her, the person doing the action. But in the passive version, the report will be written by her. Notice how the report trades places to become the absolute star of the show. The passive voice delightfully shifts our focus away from the actor and puts it squarely on the receiver or the result of the action. It's literally like moving a spotlight.
And when you shift that spotlight, mechanically, something very specific has to happen. Your main verb transforms into what we call verb 3, or the past participle. Think of how write becomes written, do becomes done, or build becomes built. I really want you to mentally highlight this because using verb 3 is the core engine of our passive sentences. It's a non-negotiable rule. Whenever you transform an active sentence into a passive one, verb 3 is your magic wand.
Moving right along to section 2, the two main formulas.
Now, what's really interesting here is how we actually build these things for the future. You've got two main pathways. The first one uses will, which is perfect for spontaneous decisions, predictions, or promises. Honestly, just treat these formulas like cute visual Lego blocks snapping together. For a positive sentence, you take your subject, snap on will be, and add your verb 3. So, she will write the report becomes the report will be written. For a negative, you just slide a not right in the middle. The report will not be written. And if you want to ask a question, just grab that will block and stick it at the very front. Will the report be written? It is beautifully consistent.
Then we have our second pathway, which uses the be going to structure. This one is your go-to formula for planned future actions. It works exactly like our will Lego blocks, except the middle chunk is just a tiny bit longer. Instead of will be, you use am, is, or are going to be. So, if the active plan is, they are going to build a bridge, the passive transforms into, a bridge is going to be built by them. The exact same rules apply for negatives, just add not. And for questions, you pop that am, is, or are block right up to the front.
All right, section 3, the four-step sentence transformation.
Let's actually convert one in real time from scratch using a surprisingly simple, foolproof four-step process. Let's narrate this together. Take the active sentence, the chef will serve dinner at 7 p.m. Step 1, identify your pieces. Who's the actor? The chef. That's our subject. The verb, will serve, and the object receiving the action, dinner. Now, step 2 is where the magic happens. We safely trade places. We move our object, dinner, straight to the front of the line to become our brand new subject. Step 3, we upgrade the verb structure to our passive future formula. Will serve becomes will be served. Gotta use that verb 3 engine. Finally, step 4, you can add the original actor back in using the word by, or honestly just leave them out completely. So our finished puzzle is, dinner will be served at 7 p.m. by the chef.
Which brings us to section 4, when to use the present-future passive.
So we know how to build these now, but let's shift gears. Why and when do we actually use this in real life? Like, why not just stick to the active voice all the time? Well, the passive voice is absolutely perfect when the actor is a complete mystery, totally unimportant, or you just want to sound incredibly professional. Think about an airport announcement. You'll hear, Flight 302 will be delayed due to severe weather. They don't say the air traffic controller will delay your flight. We don't care who is delaying it, we only care about the result. Or think about a polished, formal email. The new library will be opened next month. The focus is wonderfully placed on the exciting event itself, not the city planners cutting the ribbon.
And finally, section 5, golden rules to remember.
Before you go out there passively predicting the future left and right, we have to talk about the pitfalls. I have a direct question for you to ponder for just a second.
What is the secret to not messing up? Because when people learn this structure, they almost always fall into one very specific trap. How do you avoid it?
So the crucial point really comes down to these final rules. First, a quick reminder. Always use verb 3, no exceptions. Second, the word will is basically indestructible. It never changes whether you're talking about one item or 1,000 items. But the true cheat code lies in this final point. You have to be incredibly careful with the be going to subject agreement. Your am, is, or are must gracefully match the newly transformed subject, not the old one. If your active sentence is, he is going to invite us, when us moves to the front, it becomes we. You absolutely cannot say, we is going to be invited. You have to upgrade it to match. We are going to be invited by him. Keep your eyes on that new subject.
And there you have it. You've just conquered the future passive tense without a single bit of boring textbook reading. You've got your visual formulas, your 4-step transformation guide, and the golden cheat codes to ensure perfect accuracy. I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. What real-world sentence will be transformed by you next? I challenge you to actively listen to the news today or read your emails, spot a future active sentence, and delightfully flip it into the passive voice in your head. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, everyone. Keep exploring, keep learning, and I'll catch you next time.